Hey y'all, let me adjust everything. I'm in my kitchen today making some pizza for my son, and I figured why not go live and talk about parenting and healing while I'm at it. This is real life, no filters, no lighting, just a mom doing the best that she can. Let me make a poll. Hold on, let me see. Bear with me. Let me preheat the oven first of all. Let me preheat the oven. Let me preheat the oven. I'm so glad I got dough already left over, so I don't have to make dough. Just make the rest of the pizza. Let me take a question. Do you ever... I need to start drinking some water, y'all. If you notice one of my eyes red, it's a long story. Let me go get some water. All right, there's the pool. Okay. The kitchen is kitchening right now. There's some things I need to get done. But my son needs some food, so let me get the dough. Let me get the dough, darling. Hope everybody is doing okay today. The stool's about to be in my way. I feel like I need to put something in the washing machine. I've been doing laundry and I'm pretty caught up, but I feel like there's one more thing I need to put in the washer, but it's probably not. I think I'm all caught up. So I need to clean the kitchen, but right now I'm going to make the pizza and then focus on cleaning. Hi, Muthyalu. How are you? Right now I'm about to make some pizza for my son for his lunch. I'm so glad I don't have to make the dough from scratch today because I have some leftover dough from yesterday and the day before, I think. Whatever day before that. We got some dough, okay? Wish I had some dough, like money dough, but we got dough, pizza dough. All right. All right. Let me get some things together. I hope all is well. So the topic of today is just making pizza and talking about parenting while healing. You know, you're trying to be there for yourself and also be there for your children. And healing sometimes can be messy. Healing sometimes can be messy. Just like cooking can be messy, right? Cooking can be messy. Healing can be messy. But the end result will be great. I hope all is well with everybody. Go ahead and like this live if you're still in here. Like this live. Like this live. So I didn't start healing from most of my childhood issues until I became a parent. It's like when you become a parent, a lot of things bubble up to the surface, things that you've been, failing to address. And I it's beautiful trying to give your children what you didn't get as a child. So that's my goal. Do I get it right all the time? No. Hi, Deshiki, Deshika. Hi, Deshika or Deshika. How are you? So, trying to give your children what you didn't get as a child is very rewarding. It's a beautiful thing. And it's at moments, there's times it can be bittersweet, like, dang, like, it wasn't even that hard. Like, why didn't my parent give me all of that? Parenting is hard. Trust me. Parenting is hard, especially when you're working, like, you're working full time and trying to be there for your children and be there for yourself, be there for your home life, do your job and get it. It's just like, you're juggling so many things at one time. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm off camera, but I'm coming back. Washing my hands real quick. I'm here. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Not even a minute. I'll be there in a few seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm here. All right. I'm going to put some cornmeal down on the counter to get the dough prepped. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm trying. I'm trying. So let me make you guys see the counter. The stove is a little bit messy, but it's okay. So this is the surface that I'm going to put the dough on. I might lower this a little bit so you can see there. So this is the counter I'm going to put the dough on to get it prepped and everything. Let's go get the dough from the fridge. Where did I put the dough? Here. Ow! I just hit my head. So here is the dough that I have. So we're gonna make this work because my son likes thin crust pizza anyway. So we're gonna make it. This is all the dough we got, and we're gonna make it thin as possible. He likes it thin. He likes it thin. It's gonna work. It might not look like much, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work, okay? But yeah, like I was saying, the topic is healing and parenting. You're trying to raise your children, but also raise yourself. A lot of us, if anybody could relate, you weren't properly parented. You end up having to fend for yourself, raise yourself. So you're trying to be there for your child so they won't feel like they don't have a parent who is there for them to meet their emotional needs. Like, meeting the emotional needs of your child is so important, y'all. And like, a lot of parents don't see that. Well, not I'm gonna say the parents who are like narcissists. A lot of parents who are stuck in their trauma too, not just narcissists. They're so caught up in, okay, you have somewhere to live, food to eat, and go to school. They want to cover the bare minimum, but they're not. You cannot neglect a child's inner stuff. You got to talk to them. What's going on with you? How can I help you? Is anybody bothering you? Is anything bothering you? How can those are the things that your children don't talk about, the things you can't see. Those are things parents need to focus on more. There are some parents who are toxic, abusive, who are focused just on the outer image of a child. Oh, you look okay. You seem all right. You know, and a lot of parents like, well, I had it worse than you. And back in my day, we had it like this. You have it easy. Just because we think children have it easy doesn't mean they have it easy. Like, it's hard being a child. I'm making pizza. So I got the dough. I had some dough that I have. My son likes thin crust pizza, so we're gonna make it work with this. It'll probably come out to like a medium size pizza. And I'll make another one later. But yeah, I'm making pizza. So yeah, I was raised by parents who was focused on the outer, barely focused on the outer. They were just focused on them and their survival. They were stuck in their survival mode and forgot about their children. It's amazing that they were so stuck in survival, but they had time to make some kids though. They had time to make plenty of children. Okay, maybe you should have stopped at a certain number if you feel like it was just too much. Like for me, I don't even know how I have two children, to be real with you. I love my children, but I never really planned to have children like that. It wasn't in my younger years. I never planned to have children. It was like, oh, it just seemed like it was too much. And from my parents' point of view, parenting sucked, from how they was behaving. So I never really thought about it. It wasn't until my late 20s that I was like, had baby fever. And then I ended up with a narcissist because I was raised by a narcissist and that's all I knew. And sometimes you gravitate to things that you are used to and not the things you need. I needed a tender guy, a guy that was sensitive, emotionally stable, emotionally mature. But I end up with the opposite. It's crazy how you end up with what you don't need because that's all you've ever seen. So at first, I was so surprised at how I end up with a father for my child that I didn't want, didn't need. But it is what it is. So you have to forgive yourself for making like choices in life when you're in survival mode. And you gotta apologize to your child too. Because your child probably looking at you like, girl, what were you thinking when I was conceived? I wasn't thinking. Okay, if I was thinking, it would be a whole nother situation. What do you want to ask me? Is it Desika? Desika? Hi, don't cat. My parents were young at 18 when they made four kids and knew I wouldn't want to have that much of a responsibility in early in life. Now I'm 35 and still haven't died what age I want kids. Look, and you don't need to have if you want to. And as a man, I think you're a man, right? I can't really see your picture. Yeah. Um, Pardon me if I'm making your gender right. Especially as a guy, like you can wait until what you're a while beyond women to have children because women are the one who have to carry it. So a women tend to want to like have a child by 35 or at least before you turn 40. But usually 35 and above, you have a higher risk of complications and stuff like that. But there's some people who have children at older ages and nothing is wrong, but the risk is higher. I knew that I didn't want to have any children past a certain age, and I always was like, oh, well, my mom had me when she was 33. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to have any more children after 33. It was just weird things. But I had my last child at the age of 33. And that was even pushing it. That was pushing it. Mr. KD Bone. I don't have cats, but I do want a cat. There's nothing to tell, Mr. KD Bone. Ask me what you're asking me. We're talking about parenting. I'm gonna stretch this out some more. Parenting while you have your own traumas and issues from childhood that you're working through. Healing is a journey, and some people will be like, "Oh, I'm over that. You should get over that." Don't let anyone put their time limits and time frames on you. Okay? You might move forward today and tomorrow you might go back a little bit, but as long as you're going to keep going and have a mission to get where you want to get to. Okay? As long as you're meeting your children's needs. I probably should have made more dough, y'all. Probably should have made more dough. No, I don't have cats, but I actually want a cat. I've wanted a cat for a while, but it's like with cats, it's a big responsibility. It's a big responsibility. So, just gonna make sure that everything's right. Um, Parenting is a journey, y'all. Parenting is a journey. all you can do is make sure that you're prioritizing your children. I feel like some parents are so focused on themselves, they don't prioritize their children. You know, once your child is here, it's not about you all the time. And some people can't get that in their brain. You can't just do bare minimum stuff. Sometimes there's some things, some areas in life you might have to do bare minimum when it's not like a huge priority for your child. Their emotional needs and safety and well-being is top priority though. You have a car what? You have 3 cars? That's cool. I only have one. How do you afford 3 cars? With how them payments be set up, boy. This is just lunch. We're gonna make a bigger pizza for this is just for him, not for me. Make a bigger pizza for later. I want us to get outside today before it gets too late. And it's actually getting close to summer, but the weather is like more fall or early spring type vibes. It's like kind of, I mean, it's in the 60s, but it's that wind chill that I don't like. It's that wind chill for me. I'm just trying to stretch out the dough as much as I can. If you guys were here in my last live, I made the pizza last time, thin crust, and it was super thin. My son was so impressed. I'm trying to make it thin too. But this is going to be like a smaller size pizza than I made before. This will do. This will do, darling. Let me get the pan and put some oil on it. So we're using this pan. I use the ones with the holes in it because I read somewhere online that when you have holes in it, it helps the dough to be like more crispy. Like if you're looking for a crispy dough, get this. So I've been using it and it's been working for us. You so cute. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that's not bad. That's not bad. It's hard to get a pizza to be in a perfect circle. All right. Oil up the pan and then last time I made pizza, it took so long just to make the dough. Like, I'm so glad I had some dough left over. Usually we use a bigger dough, more dough, like more large. This one is more of like a medium pizza today. You'll be all right with that. Because he usually has leftovers in the pizza, so with this one, he probably won't have any leftovers. We have a new neighbor. I saw him. I was seeing like my Ring camera going off, and I thought it was like the cleaners because somebody recently moved out. Like maybe she moved a week or two ago. Probably not even 2 weeks. I would say a week ago somebody moved out. And we already got somebody moving in. One thing about apartments, they be having people in and out. In and out. He seems okay. He's by himself. And I kind of introduced myself. I was just being nosy. I was like, oh, hi. I thought it was just a cleaner. So I saw somebody going back and forth. And he introduced himself. So that was nice. I like nice neighbors. I love a nice neighbor. You feel me? Like, how you doing, neighbor? How you doing? I'm just trying to adjust the dough on the pan. It's not like a circular shape like I would want, but it's okay. It will be eaten. He will eat it. Okay. This is what we're working with. Okay, gonna put some oil on top of this. And then put the sauce and everything. Why you kind? I am kind. Is that what you're saying? I think I'm a kind person. I haven't always been kind, but I think I'm a kind person. I mean, I think I'm always been kind, but I haven't been like super generous with things. That makes any sense. And I've always wonder that, and I want to unpack that because my mom used to be very generous with as far as charity, giving to people for the outside world, but for her children, she wasn't generous. So I think I've struggled with being generous because I did never saw genuine generosity. I've always seen fake stuff like, oh, I'm trying to impress people, or oh, um, this is the image I want to uphold, but behind closed doors, I'm not really this person, and I have struggled with that. I've always wondered why I wasn't big on like charity and big on just giving things away, giving people my life. But I've grown to be that person. But I wonder why I wasn't like that before. But I've given so much of myself to people. So it's like I feel like I never had nothing to give. I was like all I gave so much. People have taken so much from me. And I think that's what affected me from wanting to be a giving person because I felt like so many things was taken from me. My innocence, um my happiness at times, and I had to fight to get all that stuff back. All right, so there's the oil on the pan. I'm gonna put the sauce. Yo, I'm hungry myself, and I'm probably gonna. Oh, I'm gonna make some tacos. I need to wash this pan out, but I'm gonna make some tacos. I might actually. Yeah, I'm gonna make some tacos. This pan ain't clean. I made breakfast in it, and I haven't cleaned it out yet, and I'm kind of lazy, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it now or what. But I do have some leftover. We have some leftover macaroni and cheese. I might just eat that for lunch and then make tacos for dinner. The macaroni and cheese is a little bit on the salty side. I'm trying to cut back on my salt. I had made the macaroni and cheese for my daughter, but she didn't finish it and she's not here now. So I'm trying to watch my salt intake, and I put a little bit too much salt in it, but I'm going to eat it because I don't want to waste food. You feel me? So, and I need to drink some cranberry juice today. I may get the sauce in the cheese. I think I need to open up a new pan. I don't even eat 12 slices like I usually do. I'm just gonna use probably 6. I might only need 6 because I'm using a smaller. So this is the sauce I use. Just Kroger. I use any brand. Just a store brand pizza sauce, and I'm gonna use Myers smoked provolone cheese. This is what my son prefers. My mom listed song and the cry, and I didn't know why. My mom listened to the song and she cried. What song? What song are you talking about? Maybe I missed it. What song? All right, so let's put the sauce on the. Maybe I missed the song that you were talking about. What song are you talking about? Let me know. Just let me know. Oh, you don't know? She listened to a song and cried? Aw. She's a sensitive person. I found a new word to call like being a sensitive person is called is it called the I'm an internalized person? I think that's what it's called. Internalized. Oh, it's hard to open. I hope. Whew. I hate that. Let me show y'all the pizza. Well, you saw it over there too. You probably see it better from here. Okay, this is better. That's better. So add in the pizza sauce, and I'm gonna add some seasoning on top. And then we're gonna add the cheese. You guys leave a pizza emoji in the chat if you're here with me and you can feel me talking about parenting and healing. Trying to give to your children what wasn't given to you. And at the same time, trying to give back to yourself. Like we, as parents, as me, some parents are good with managing their time, and there's some parents who have a lot of support. I don't have a large support system, so a lot of things fall on me. And I'm trying not to, you know, fail my children and fail myself. So it's like, it's a lot of juggling that has to be done. Y'all, I think I'm going to go live later. And also, I might, or keep this live. I'm going to do a new live later, maybe. Or maybe I'll just make a video. I need to retwist my locks by myself, y'all. I normally go to my loctician. It's been a while since I have gone to her, but I kept missing, like, slots to book with her. I'm going to look on the calendar right now because I want to make sure I'm having her book for at least my birthday. So I might just thug it out for the next month or so until my birthday. And then get professionally done. But you do save money by doing your own hair, y'all. I never was a fan of doing hair. I don't like doing hair. I don't know if I'll ever like doing hair, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. It may not be looking professional, but at least it's looking decent, you know, and you're okay with it. That's all that matters. And, like, a lot of times we worry about what people think too much, and I don't care anymore. Like, this is me. Take me as I am or have nothing at all, like Mary J. Blige says. I wish I had this knowledge when I was younger. I wish I had so much, you know, high self-esteem and self-worth. Like, I used to just crumble if somebody didn't want to be around me or somebody didn't want me or someone said something bad. And now I don't care what people think. My opinion matters more than anybody else's opinion. Call me Z. I'm 41. I am 41 years old. How about you? I'm 41. I'm a mom of 2, and you can call me Z, like the letter Z. I think that's enough cheese. I think that's enough cheese. I feel like I always, like, end up, not cheese, the sauce. I feel like I always end up putting too much sauce. Too much sauce. Like Uzi says in Future, right? All right, I think that's enough, right? Y'all think that's enough? Like, there's some little gaps that I want to fill in. That's fine. That's enough. Now we're going to add the cheese. I think I only need like 6 slices. Hi, Pierre, Eric, Aaron, Pierre. That's Mufasa. Aaron, P. I'm sorry, your name made me think of Aaron Pierre. Aaron, Pierre. That's Mufasa. I'm on live, baby. I'm on live. So you need to go back there.
Wait, can you turn the camera on?
Over here, go over this way, go back there. Hold on 1 second. What are you trying to see?
I just want to see the pizza so far.
Okay, hurry up, baby. You got it on camera. There. It's basically like a medium today, okay? I'll make a large later. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Next time, go around this way, okay? Don't come this way. They didn't really see much of you anyway. Hey, y'all, I'm back. I try to keep my children off of social media if I can help it. You get that a lot? I was hooked on the AMPR thing for a while. Like, I kept watching the video over and over again. That video got like millions and millions of views. So many people like redid it. So, you know, I'm about to put the cheese. I used to try to, like, it's crazy what you thought parenting was like versus what it really is. You know, you want your child to get all the nutrients and vitamins. Like, look, whatever they can eat, you just got to feed them that. You know, some kids are picky. Some kids don't want to eat fruits and vegetables. And as long as you're trying and doing your best, and they're doing something healthy, and then if not, see their doctor, and also just make sure they're getting vitamins. Make sure you got a good multivitamin to give your child, because all of them don't want to eat healthy. You didn't see him at all? Good. Thank you, Pierre. It's the way I got the camera angle, so it actually worked out. It worked out. So I'm just trying to put the cheese on. Normally I use like 12 slices, but today I might not need 12. I'm just going to put this on and fill in the gaps. We prefer sliced instead of shredded. As long as it's not provolone. Let me get the pizza cutter. Where is it? Are any of you parents out there? Any parents in the chat? Or maybe you're just a child and you didn't have the best parent, you know, or maybe you had a great parent. What made parenting, what made your childhood great? What made it not so great? And if you're a parent, what are you trying to do better as a parent that your parents didn't do? For me, communication is so important. Like my parents didn't talk to me. They yelled and screamed and talked at me. You know, I try to really get down to my child on their level, you know, so they'll know that I care about them. Um, your child needs to know that you got their back no matter what. And that even if they make a mistake, you will still love them. Because nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. I think this is good. I might just do these. Just filling in the gaps. That's good. I'm good. Wait, no, this little slice is left. All right, that's good. That's good enough. So we got a few extra slices for the next pizza. So put on some pizza seasoning on top. And then I'm gonna bake it in the oven at 450 degrees. And I usually put it on the lower rack, but then not the very bottom rack. I put on the lower rack. I put some water in a pan to help the steam come up. Yeah, that's enough cheese. Oh, they say with their grandma, you don't see him at all. Yeah, I know. We do a lot of cheese. Apparently, we do too much cheese. Hi, Emmanuel. Hi. So I'm gonna put some water in the bottom, and then on the top, the rack right above that, I put the pizza, and I'm gonna bake for 15 minutes. It looks like nothing right now, but watch until it's done, okay? Don't believe me, just watch. All right, 15 minutes. We had 2 extra slices because the pizza wasn't as big as normal. Normally we make a large. This was more like a medium size. And it's all for him, so. I remember you, Emmanuel. Yes, I remember you. I remember you. We're gonna eat, and then I want us to go to like a park just to get outside. Like as much as I want to be inside all day, we got to get outside. Make sure some home chores are done, and then get some get some outside air. I want to get some Pilates done in. I've been really into Pilates a lot lately, and I need to get some Pilates done. I love it. Do you guys like Pilates or yoga? I haven't been doing yoga, but I've been doing Pilates. My goal is to do Pilates in the day and then at night wind down with some yoga. Really love that. They're kind of similar. They're kind of similar. Do you guys agree or disagree? Do you see what I see? All right. I'm actually really hungry now. Really hungry. Didn't realize I was so hungry, so I started making food. I was doing laundry earlier. Fold some clothes up. I need to put them away. I'm trying to get the cornmeal in the trash. It gets so messy. Pizza making could be annoying, but It's a necessary thing. I'm a messy cook. Like the kitchen, when I cook, the kitchen is a mess. And I'm just overall, I've been a messy person in my life. I've messy room. I've struggled with that, but I've had, through my healing, I've learned to be better, have better habits. I got a lot more to, I have a lot of improvement I need to make, but life can be messy sometimes. Life can be messy sometimes. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm going to heat up this leftovers and then I'm going to put y'all over here. I'm gonna, while the pizza's making, I'm going to clean up the kitchen. Like over here, I'm gonna put some dishes in the dishwasher. Can you see me right here? If I go right here, yeah, I'm gonna be right here. Put some dishes in the dishwasher. That's good. Put some dishes in the dishwasher, and put the ones that need to be taken out. This is what I'm gonna cut the pizza on when it comes out. I love that it has like a these grooves. I hope you know when to cut it. Thank you, Pierre. So after I do this, I'm gonna eat something, some macaroni and cheese with broccoli. I might make a smoothie. I haven't made a smoothie in a little bit. I'm either gonna eat a smoothie, make a smoothie, or just have some yogurt with granola. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have some leftover macaroni and cheese with broccoli, and then I'm gonna have some granola with like a little parfait type of thing I'm doing. But I don't have any strawberries. So basically yogurt, raspberries, I got that, and some granola, maybe a little drizzle of maple syrup. I'm not sure what I'll do, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm so glad that I mastered making pizza. I don't like to cook, y'all, but when you have children, you have to cook. Like, and if you're not super rich, you gotta cook because it's like eating out and buying food. That stuff adds up. You have to cook. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that I'm a pizza, almost a pizza pro. There's some things I need to learn, but I'm so proud of my pizza making skills. I never would have thought that I would know how to make pizza dough from scratch and make the pizza. Like I said in my last live, I need to master making pizza sauce. I have yet to make pizza sauce from scratch. But look, the dough is good enough. Like I know that you can buy dough pre-made, but a lot of the dough is annoying. Like some of the dough I've bought before, I feel like they put too much like yeast or something in there because it comes out really puffy, but it's just that you got to flatten it out really good. Let me get a plate. Where are you from, Pierre? Are you from the UK, like Erin Pierre?